Hey, lovable. Now, 3 years ago, if you would have told me that I would be living in Hawaii with my youngest child and about to start a practice here that focuses on people who embrace and honor cannabis as an avenue of healing, I would have been like, who? Especially the child part, honey. You don't even know. My oldest is 19. Why would I do that? Okay. But here I am. I'm Dr. Chanel Evans. I'm a licensed clinical psychologist and I live in Hawaii now. I was in New York City for 6 years in the cannabis industry. And yeah, my migration here kind of made sense to re-explore that avenue. And I'll tell you a bit more about that. But first, how I got here. So, randomly one day, my YouTube feed has a short about dolphin-assisted birthing. I watched the video because I'm a very curious person. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. And I just shared it with my partner at the time. And he was like, oh yeah, I've heard about that. Apparently, it's like one of the best ways to do it because what the video was telling me was that the dolphin sonar is actually healing to our bodies. And, they're just really magnificent animals. And it's just like a win-win for everybody. So that was it. Sent in the video. We talked about it for a moment. Nothing, right? No, nothing was on the radar for us. But months later, um, I started having dreams. I started having dreams about dolphins. And so that was a sign to me that obviously dolphins are my spirit animal. And so I'm learning about them and like connecting with them on that level. Find out we're pregnant, initial shock, you know, wore down a little bit. And I was like, so that dolphin assisted birthing thing, is that something that we want to research? And he was down with it. So we started calling around, looking online, and we kept getting referred to Hawaii or like the Bahamas. The Bahamas, I couldn't really get any firmer reads on, but I also knew that I did not have capacity for an international move. So we looked at the Hawaii option and talked with the midwife here on the Big Island, the mermaid midwife, right? And really began to learn more about what it might entail and, how to get going. So, long story short, we decided to do it. I packed up my place in New York City in Brooklyn, and we moved. I was like, what, 34 weeks, 33 weeks pregnant, and we came on to the island to have this wonderful experience. I can tell you more about that in another video, but I just want to share that that's how I got to the island, and I truly grieved when it was time to leave. And so I was called back, doors open so that I could come back. And I'm here. My daughter and I, no longer with her dad, but it's okay. My daughter and I are here living the life of our dreams, and it's great. So, as I'm getting acclimated to life here on the island, it's very different from living on Manhattan Island, okay? Living here on the Big Island and getting used to everything, I did not want to like right away start any work. I need to understand the community. I need to get to know the people. And so, as I'm getting to know folks, I'm also thinking about things that I have to offer the community here. And what I can offer is my positioning and the lens that I have in terms of trauma sensitive, trauma informed care, respect for cannabis, and the lived experience as someone who engaged with the plant for my own care and surviving and turning that into thriving as I was living with fibromyalgia and a host of other things. And so I've been able to make that pivot my own self in honor with the plant and have supported other people and advocated for them and consulted with them. So why not bring that here? There's a medical program And I know from my experience in New York that there aren't many mental health providers who are as versed as I might be in meeting folks where they are in their journey with the medicine. And so I'm gonna start, I'm so excited. I started sending emails to prescribers. Hopefully I'll hear back from some, but either way, I have to do this. I don't know why, but this is what I'm excited about in being here and having another extension of my practice. And so I continue with New York virtually. But, what am I going to do here? How am I going to show up here? And so I've decided to like explicitly create this niche here and give it a go. Like I can always be a generalist, that's how we're trained. I can always do that. But to go into something that I have personal lived experience with and that I really care about deeply, that's a whole other thing. So part of my journey is going to be sharing about this process. I have sent 3 emails so far. I'm so excited. I sent 3 emails. I told my therapy group, I'm in a group with other therapists. I told them about my plans and that I got started, and they encouraged me, gave me another oomph of energy to get this video out today. I'm not outside like I want to be. It's a bit overcast, and I was trying to figure out like I am done overthinking. I got to do. I have to execute. I have to put things into play, and then I can get some feedback. I can get some data, and I can change things up as I go if I need to. But I'm done overthinking. I want to do something, and so I'm starting. And this is my start, and I wanted to involve folks and share my journey of healing myself, following my own dreams that were shattered, but then created new ones and followed them. So like, yeah, it's been an adventure, this whole journey of life. And now I have a 2.5-year-old, right? As well as a soon to be 20-year-old. Big gaps. But I am weathering all the storms, riding all the waves, and really excited about continuing to um, build, educate myself on this community, the kingdom of Hawaii, and getting to really deeply connect with people. And I love it here. I love the respect for the land, the respect for spirituality, the respect for sovereignty as individuals. And I just want to help how I can. So if you are also curious, like follow along, subscribe, like, comment, and let me know also your experiences with cannabis. If you're like no go for me, or if you have, tried it in your youth, but not necessarily thinking about it as a medicine or even now, but I want to hear from folks and I will be sharing my point of view as well. This is a very rough video. I tried doing a script and it didn't feel right, so I'm off the cuff and but this is how we got to start. Okay? So, I'm here, Dr. Chanel, and I will be back. Thank you.